More Jimmy Butler trade rumors are coming out now. The most recent rumor is that Jimmy Butler wants to go to the Phoenix Suns. That's where he wants to go. That's what he's trying to push for to get traded over there. And I'm just going to read out some quotes from some of these quote unquote NBA insiders. The first one I'm going to read from is Brian Windhorst on what he said today on ESPN's First Take show. So here goes. Jimmy Butler isn't going to extend with any team, said Windhorst. And so because teams know that, they are offering the Heat right now the poo-poo platter. There's only one team that is ready to pay Jimmy Butler exactly what he wants, and that's the Phoenix Suns. And you know why that's fascinating, Molly? Because of the 29 other teams that are out there that could trade for Jimmy Butler, the team that he wants to go to, which is Phoenix, is the team that has the hardest time trading for him. That's interesting. According to this article, Riley has allegedly rejected an offer for Beal for Butler in the past. So it could be hard to convince Riley to accept that now. So that could be an issue. But this article goes a little bit more in detail, in which Chris Haynes, another NBA insider, has said that Butler and his agent, his people have discouraged the Grizzlies for trading for him. So they don't want to go to Memphis. And another NBA insider, Kevin O'Connor, is stating that Jimmy Butler's people have also discouraged Milwaukee, the Milwaukee Bucks, for trading for him. So they don't want it. He does not want to go to Milwaukee or Memphis, and he just wants to go to Phoenix. That's where he wants to go. So he's using that dirty bomb type of maneuver to get to Phoenix, in the sense that he's threatening any team that trades for him that he will not sign an extension with them. That he'll leave the moment he's a free agent, to scare off any team from trading for him. That reminds me of just what Kawhi Leonard did with the Spurs many years back, how he scared off a bunch of suitors by threatening them that if he's not traded to LA, that basically he will not sign the extension with whoever it is, if it's not the Clippers or the Lakers. So that discouraged most teams from not trading with the Spurs or giving them low ball offers. Obviously, it didn't work out in Kawhi's favor in that regard. He got sent to Toronto. Granted, you could say he ended up winning a title there, but you get what I'm saying. That it worked. It discouraged so many teams for trading for him, and the Spurs got a bad deal in getting DeMar DeRozan. This looks like to be a very similar situation, that a lot of teams will be discouraged for trading for Jimmy Butler, so Miami will probably get a crappy deal in return. Now, to me, the interesting part about this is, why wouldn't Jimmy Butler want to play for the Memphis Grizzlies? This is a man who's crying and whining about how he just wants to have joy playing basketball again, implying that he wants to be on a winning team. The Grizzlies are a very young team that has a lot of potential. They have a great young core. Just why wouldn't you want to play for them? They're top 3 in the West. They're just a game out of second place. They could make some serious noise in the playoffs if they're healthy. They could possibly even get out of the West. I don't get why he wouldn't want to play for them. This is like a contending team right there. So that shows to me that it's not really about winning for this guy. It's not solely about winning. And then Milwaukee, obviously Milwaukee's not having a great season, but they're starting to get things together. They're right now 5th place in the East. They could climb up the standings, maybe if they get lucky, to 4th or 3rd. Still, you got a Giannis who's in his prime, who's at his peak. You put Jimmy there, they have a shot. They have a puncher's chance that they could get out of the East. You just never know. But when you have the opportunity to play with a great player like Giannis, who's in his prime, why wouldn't you take that chance? I don't get that. That doesn't strike me as someone who really wants to win. And then when you look at where he wants to go, the Phoenix Suns, they're having a terrible season. They're 16-18. This is a terrible defensive team. They can't win games. They're a flawed roster. I don't get why he would want to go there. They're 12th place in the West. And the West is a highly competitive conference. This is a team that looks to be like a first round and out team if they even get into the playoffs. That to me just doesn't make any sense. I don't really understand his priorities. That is his priorities just to be on a team where he can still get a lot of shots and just have fun, or is he really about winning? Like, it kind of makes me wonder more about the situation in Miami, that he's fallen out with them, maybe because they're not doing what he wants them to do. And this is not really about winning even over there. It's just that he feels disrespected, that they're not acquiescing to his demands. And he just wants to go to a place where he can just have a fun time. Granted, I've heard Phoenix sucks. It's like a hot ass desert. Just, it's not a fun party town like Miami is. So I don't understand this guy's priorities. He seems like a basket case. Just, I would get it more so if he actually was trying to get sent to a contender, but it looks to me that he doesn't care about that stuff. He's out there just out there in the woods, as they would say, mentally. Just, he's not there. Just, that's what I would say. But I don't think he's going to be back in Miami, obviously, with the situation. But Miami might have to get a bad return on him. If I'm Riley, you might have to be just looking for expiring contracts to get him out of there, and that's it. But you don't send him to a place where he can be a winner. I at least strip him of that. Send him to a place where he would be miserable, and just take some expiring contracts if he can. That's really what they should do. But I don't have anything else to say about this.